All right, begin.
What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this topic, and I want to talk about the situation that's going down with Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter. So if you guys don't know, Kevin Hunter has been sued over a 5-figure debt months after losing his alimony fight. Now it seems as though that this crying ninja cannot catch a break, but when you sow bad seeds, this is the outcome. You thought the grass was green on the other side, leaving Wendy, thought that you was going to take Wendy for all she had, but she had a backup plan in that clause, right? That if she wasn't working, that you were not going to get any type of monthly payments coming from Wendy Williams. Now all hell is broke loose, to say the least. You done lost your house, you're selling cars, you're selling jewelry. Sharina done packed up her and the kid and left. Listen, this is just an absolute mess, and I have to say that this brother deserves everything that he's getting right now. And honestly, it just goes to show that when Kevin was posting all these videos, or Calvin, whatever his name is, was posting all these videos and he was so emotional and crying and things like that, he saw the writing on the wall. He knew that he had made a terrible mistake and he was not going to be able to obtain and keep Sharina happy because the money was running out. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and read what they had to say in regards to this situation. And it says here, Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter was hit with a lawsuit accusing him of refusing to pay on his credit card bill, RadarOnline.com has learned. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, UBS Bank filed a civil lawsuit against Kevin, aka Kelvin Hunter, on June 26 in a Florida court. In the lawsuit, UBS said Kevin applied for a Visa signature card in 2014. The bank said Kevin breached the deal by failing to make the required payments. As of March 28, 2023, UBS said Kevin owed $20,176.83 plus attorney fees. Defendant has failed to make the minimum monthly payments by the payment due date as required by the card member agreement, the suit read. UBS said it notified Kevin on January the 23rd and March 1st, 2023 of his default. Despite UBS Bank's demand, defendant has failed and refuses to pay the outstanding account balance, the bank alleged. The suit demands that Kevin pay the entire $20K owed plus additional costs. The address listed on the credit card paperwork is where Kevin and his partner Sharina Hudson live. Alright, so you guys just heard all of that, and this dude just put him and his family in a very precarious situation, and that's what you get for trying to make plans with someone else's money. I don't care how long you were with Wendy during her tenure when she had her own show. At the end of the day, I'm glad that there was a clause put in her contract that protected her, right? And so this is the thing, you know, the cherry on top would be if Sharina basically puts you on child support. I mean,
God damn, bitch.
But on the serious tip, it just shows you that Kevin is the author of mismanaging money. You mean to tell me all this time you were working with Wendy on the Wendy Williams show that you didn't put no money in the stash, the money that you made honestly and the money that you stole unlawfully? You mean to tell me you don't got a big bag somewhere? Man, sucks to be you, don't it, bruh? But anyway, guys, let's move along because I want to talk about his son Kevin Jr. briefly. Now here recently, Kevin has come out and said that he did not steal from his mom. So he's definitely defending himself and the accusations that were placed upon him that he was just a cold-blooded thief. Now, Kevin is claiming that when Wendy first got sick and she actually came down to Florida to receive treatment, that Wells Fargo had already frozen all of her accounts, and the only method of payment that they had to pay off the treatment facility was to use Wendy's American Express card. The 22-year-old college student said that the use of Wendy's American Express card was first brought up as an issue in guardianship court after Wells Fargo petitioned to have a guardian take over the TV star's affairs. In court, they brought up the American Express situation. They made this a much bigger issue. When she was here in Florida, the American Express card was only a source of paying for things he claimed. Wells Fargo had frozen the 58-year-old star's accounts in January of 2022 among allegations that she was of an unsound mind. The American Express was the only source of paying for things after that, especially when it came to doctor's appointments and private planes to get her to and from appointments in New York. I had to look for ways to transport her. If we had to get to an appointment up there in New York, we would have to book a private plane. If we had to make a certain appointment down here, we had to book it on the American Express, Wendy's son explained. Kevin Jr. said that while his mother was in care in Florida from late 2021 until the spring of 2022, he insisted her health improved before she returned to work. Then he goes on to say, having her here in an environment where the number one priority isn't being at the Wendy Williams show or to be at certain appointments or whatever, they were more annoyed by the fact that they didn't have the control that they have had over her all of these years from my perspective, because when she's in New York, it's a lot easier to pull her around to certain places and have her isolated away from family so that she doesn't have any other influences to make choices that are for her health and not for the financial benefit. All right, so you guys just heard all of that. And so we're talking about $100,000 that was charged to Wendy's American Express card. Now, Kevin said that he used it to charter private planes and he used it to pay for the facility that Wendy was receiving treatment from and things of that nature. And he was taking care of his mom in Florida. They posted videos of Wendy eating a plant-based diet and things of that nature. But this is the thing, right? It's a very easy way to solve all of this. All you have to do is pull the transactions from American Express. There's a thing called bank statements. All they have to do is just look at the transactions and you could clearly see what Kevin spent the money on. Now, I don't see them reporting that Kevin went to Gucci or he went to Louis or he bought a new car, because trust me, if he did, I'm pretty sure they would brought that up in court. Now, do I think that Kevin may have put a little bit away for a rainy day? I absolutely do. But at the end of the day, something just doesn't sound right here. I just ultimately think that there were a lot of people depending on Wendy financially, and they wanted to pry her away from her family to be able to get paid or to be able to get some type of financial compensation for whatever their job was with the Wendy Williams show and things of that nature. Now, like I said, I don't think that Kevin is truly in the clear here. I think that the young man may have took a little bit, it is what it is. You shouldn't steal from your mama. I wouldn't have done that. But given his nature and his history, you remember, guys, I had a big problem with him traveling to LA when his mom first fell ill and things of that nature to celebrate his birthday. I thought that he should have been in New York. And I know that that doesn't equate to him potentially stealing from his mom, but for me it does bring his moral compass into question. And I wouldn't put it past him if he took a little bit from his mom. But again, I'm just pointing out the simple fact that the paperwork never lies, y'all. All they got to do is go pull the transactions during that period of time when Kevin was in charge of his mom's card, or at least making those purchases, right, and paying for things. Like, if you can't definitively prove what this man spent it on outside of the fact that he was taking care of his mom, then it sounds like a whole bunch of gibberish in my opinion, right? But anyway, I want to hear what you guys think. Drop down in the comments and let a brother know what you think about this whole entire situation dealing with Kevin and Kevin Jr. coming out and defending himself, saying that he did not steal $100K from his mom, or steal some of the money at least, right? So anyway, drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Now, no, I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't hear this from me. Let's be clear on that.
God is ready.